Thanks for watching, everybody. We're going around America. We stop in Somerset, California. That's near the Sierra Nevadas in California. With us is Dylan Delahunt. We're talking about the Kraken Cup, and we'll get to that in a second. But Dylan, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, how are things in the Sierra Nevadas at the moment?
We've just started with our rain season, so it's a little bit miserable. Looking forward to getting out to Tanzania again.
All right, so let's talk about this Kraken Cup. That's part of the Adventurists. Can you explain who the Adventurists are?
The Adventurists is a travel company based in the UK, and they host insane adventures all over the world. I think at the moment they're about 19 and 7 or 8 locations.
Now, when you say adventure, you really mean it. We're talking about the Kraken Cup, and I have interviewed one of the team members for the upcoming Kraken Cup, and it sounds absolutely wild. Is there any way in 30 seconds for you kind of to explain what this crazy event is all about?
So what we do as the Adventurists is we try and create a real adventure where you can actually get lost again, and you're not pampered by crew and staff and looked after. So we crafted this event on the ocean as our first ocean-going event. We take traditional boats that have been the same design for the last 500 to 1,000 years. They were used to ply the trade routes by the Arabs and the Indians and the Iraqis way back when all the slave trades and gold trade was all going through Africa. And we raced these boats for 8 days down the archipelago of Zanzibar and Mafia, stopping on islands every night and interacting with amazing cultures there.
Yeah, and it would be safe to say that the boats that will be used are primitive. Is that accurate?
It's more than accurate. They carved out of a mango tree with a couple of outriggers lashed on with rope, and then powered by a canvas sail, which is hand-stitched as well.
All right, so now you're talking about, I think there are 23 teams in this, and that's sold out, right?
That's correct. 23 teams. It's our biggest fleet ever.
And you can't sail at night, so you have to get it done while the light is still out. But what happens if you don't make it to the island that you're headed to before the sun goes down?
Yeah, so that is the tricky part. We've designed the race so we've allowed enough time for all the teams to set off, and if everything goes more or less according to plan, they should make the stops by dark. If they don't, everyone's tracked with a satellite tracker, personal satellite tracker, which we monitor with a team, and they coordinate with two follow boats who then can go and get some teams out of sticky situations if need be.
Now, this is not a race for the faint of heart, I would guess, right?
No, it's long, tiring days in the hot sun and being covered in salty water all day long. So it's a very physical race, very demanding, and you're stuck in a tiny little boat with your 2 team members. So it's pretty testing.
Okay, so now now you can get as many things done in one day, right? For example, you could, if you really make great time, you could go to a second island, correct?
No, so it's a stage race. So we race it checkpoint to checkpoint. So it would be impossible to make it to another island the way we've designed the race, and your time is logged, so everyone starts at the same time, and the hours you spend on the water are recorded each day.
Now you're starting in Zanzibar, and it's going to be very hot, right? The water's hot, and the air temperature is very warm.
Absolutely, the water temperatures in the early to mid 80s Fahrenheit, and the air temperatures up to the 90s, even to in the hundreds this time of year.
We're talking about the Kraken Cup. You've got at least one team that is comprised of people from Traverse City, Michigan. This sounds absolutely wild. Thank you so much for your time. Where can people find out more about the Adventurists?
You can go visit the website at theadventurist.com, and check us out on Facebook as well.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Dylan.
Thank you.
Talking about the Kraken Cup. For Newsnet, I'm Vic McCarty.